Hello students, so we're going to start by solving some problems now of accounts. We're going to use the book D.K. Goyal by the author D.K. Goyal for our class 12 syllabus. Okay, so we're going to start by going to page 1.119. I'm going to show you the question on the screen and we're going to solve one question at first. It says A and B started a partnership business on 1st April 2021. They contributed 6 lakh and 4 lakh respectively as their capitals. Terms of the partnership agreement are as under. The first is interest on capital and drawings at 6% per annum. He is to get a salary of 2,500 per month, and the sharing of profit and loss will be in the ratio of their capital contribution. Then it is also given that the profit for the year ended 31st March 22 before making the above appropriations was 2,07,400. Okay, so let's start by doing something about this. So this is question 5, as I said. So on page 1.119. Okay. So first we will make a P and L appropriation account. As we know, it has two sides. Every account has two sides. So here also we're going to write the names. One is a debit, one is a credit. In this account we're going to make 4 columns. 2 on the debit, one is particulars, rupees, again particulars on the credit side, and rupees. Now, the first item which is given to us is an item which is of the credit side, which is called the net profit. So by P and L account, because we get our net profit from a P and L account, and it is given to us as 2,07,400. The next item which we will write in this account is on the debit side, so it is to interest on capital. This is an appropriation, the first appropriation. So to A, how much is it? We're going to give him interest on his capital, which is equal to on 6 lakh 6%. Which is coming out as 36,000. For B, again we'll calculate it. This is on 4 lakh at the rate of 6%. So this is coming out as 24,000. So our total of this is going to be 60,000, which we will write in the outer column. Next, we are going to give a salary. So to salary, who is this going to be given to? B. The salary is 2,500 per month, which makes it 30,000 per year. After this, we have been told something about the interest on drawings. So I'm going to write by interest on drawings. Again, all these items which I'm writing, these appropriations, these are according to the format. And the question also says in the end that we have to follow the fluctuating method. So this is the fluctuating method. So if you look at the fluctuating method, P&L in the partner's capital account, we'll be following the fluctuating method. So by interest on drawings, here we have two partners, A and B. and the interest is given as 1500 for A and 1100 B, which totals up to 2600. So no more items. Let's do our totals. This is 2,07,400 plus 2,600. It's 2,10,000. Definitely this will be written here. Now the balancing figure is going to be left on the debit side, so it's going to be called to profit transferred to who are the partners? A. So A's capital account and B's capital account. How much do we have to transfer? This is our balancing figure. Always write this. So how much is this amount? Let's calculate. Let's go to some of our working note that we're going to do for this question. Yeah, so our working note. It says sharing of profit or loss will be in the ratio of the capital contribution. Point number 3. So capitals are, or the profit sharing ratio is 6 lakh is to 4 lakh, which is equal to, you can cut out the zeros, so it is 6 is to 4, which is 3s are 6 and 2s are 4, so 3 is to 2. Therefore, A's share of profit equals, what is a balancing figure? Let's see that. 2,10,000 minus 90,000, 1,20,000. So a balancing figure here is 1,20,000. This is also going to be known as your divisible profit. So anytime the question can ask you what is your divisible profit, you must know how you get that. So now this 1,20,000 we have to give it to A and B. So we have made our working note for that. So in our working note, let's solve this. A's share of capital is 1,20,000 into his share is 3, and the total of this is 5. So 1,20,000 into 3 by 5 is 72,000. And B's share of profit 1,20,000 into 2 upon 5, which is 8,000. So let's put these two figures in our solution, our main solution, 72 and 48,000. So here we are going to write 72, and here we are going to write 48,000, and then the total is, it's come to 1,20,000. So this is our first account which we have to make. Now the next account the question is asking us to make is a partner's capital account. So again, partner's capital account, it will have two sides. a debit and a credit. In this, we are going to put an additional column which will be for date, particulars, now two partners, so A and B. Again, date, particulars, A and B. We have been told the capitals at the beginning. In the question, we have been told on 1st April they have so and so capitals. They started a business. Okay, so if they start a business, the journal entry is, yes, there's journal entry is going to be cash or bank account debit to capital account. So that means in the capital account on the credit side, we are going to write this. So the date for this is 1st April, sorry, 1st April 2021 by bank. Let's take it to be bank. You can either write cash also. So by bank account. And how much have they brought? This person has brought 6 lakh. And this person has brought 4 lakh. Other items we can look at from a format of a fluctuating capital. The next item which we can write on the credit side is going to be an item which will be called drawings. Sorry, which will be called interest on capital. So here, when do we give the interest on capital? It will be on the last day of the year, so 31st of March 22 by interest on capital. We can look up, we have just solved it. How much is the interest given? For A it is 36,000 and for B it is 24,000. So 36 and 24 we can write it. The next item again, put the date 31st March 22 by salary. Who is getting a salary? Only B is getting. So over here, how much was he getting? 30,000. Now let's come to the debit side. Now, all items we know which we write on the debit side in our partner's capital account is actually going to reduce the capital. So the first item will come, which will be of drawings. So drawings, we're going to put the date 31st March 22 to drawings. And the amount given in the question is 48,000 and 40,000. After this, we are told interest on drawings. So again, 31st March 22 to interest on drawings. And we are told it is 1,500. All right, so these are the figures which we can put in this. Now let's find out our balancing figure. Definitely we can see that the credit side is more, so we will be left with a balance on the debit side. So what is our balance? 6,36,000 on the credit side. We are 6,36,000, and the other is going to be 4,24,000 plus 30, that is 4,54,000. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot about one thing. We also need to put our profit which we have got. So our profit is going to come also on the credit side. It is being transferred to our partner's capital account. So 72,000 and 48,000. So here I'm going to write another item on the last day, 31st March 22 by profit and loss appropriation account, and the amount is 72,000 and 48,000. So now our correct profit, we have to write our correct total. I mean, we have to write our correct total. Let's write this out. All right, so 6 lakh plus 36 plus 72. 7,08,000. So we will have 7,08,000 as the total here. 7,08,000. And for the other, 4,24,000 plus 30, 4,54,000. 54,000 plus 8,000. 5,02,000. 5,02,000. These same amounts we will write on the debit side. Amount is 7,08,000 and 5,02,000. And we will get a balancing figure on the last day of the year, 31st March 22, to balance carried down, which is our balancing figure. Always write this, I'm repeating. So 7,08,000. Let's take 5,02,000 first, minus 41,100. 4,60,900. So this is 4,60,900. And for the other, 7,08,000 minus 48,000 minus 6,58,000. 6,58,500. So these should be our answers. 6,58,500 is for A's capital, and for B it is 4,60,900. That's correct. And as I said, our divisible profit is 1,20,000. So these three are the answers to the question. Let's take another question. Let's take question number 6. X and Y are partners with capitals of 1 lakh and 80,000 respectively. And their profit sharing ratio is 2:1. Interest on capital is agreed at 12% per annum. Y is to be allowed an annual salary of 16,000. Alright, so this is the question. X and Y are partners with capitals of 1 lakh and 80,000 respectively, and the profit sharing ratio is 2:1. Interest on capital is agreed at 12% per annum. Y is allowed an annual salary of 6,000. The profit for the year ended 31st March 23 amounted to 50,000. Manager is entitled to a commission of 10% of the profits. Prepare profit and loss, appropriation account, and capital accounts. All right, so we have a situation where we have two partners. Again, we have to prepare the same two accounts, and as well as we also have to give a manager a commission of 10% of the profits. All right, so in 6, so solution 6. Let's make a P&L. Now in this question, we also have to make a P&L account because we have manager's commission given. So we'll make a P&L account first of all. Whenever we make a P&L account, it is for the year ending, whichever year is ending. So we have been told we are ending the year in 2023, so 31st March 23. So 31st March 23. Again, two sides, debit, credit. We will have 4 columns, so particulars, rupees, particulars, and rupees. So the first item, we've been told the profit for the year ended amounted to 50,000. So when we have a profit given, this profit will be written on the credit side. We will write it as by profit. So we have been given a profit of 50,000. Think of this as a balance which is left in our P&L account. The last balance which is left will either be a profit or loss. So this balance was left in our profit and loss account earlier, which was 50,000. Now when we bring this back into the account, when we make it again, it will come on the credit side because there it had come on the debit side. Profit always comes on the debit side in the P&L account. So to bring it back into this account which we are making again, we will write this on the credit side. So by profit 50,000. Now we are going to give manager a commission. So I'm going to write on the debit side to manager's commission. And how do we calculate this? The manager's commission is given 10% of the profits. Whenever it's given 10% of the profits are given as 50,000. We are going to assume it is 10% on the profits before charging such commission. So that will be 10 on 100, which is coming out as 10% of 50,000 is 5,000. So I'm going to write 5,000 here. Okay. Now I'm going to be left with the balance. So here I'm going to write 2 net profit which will be transferred to my P&L appropriation account. How much is that? 50 minus 5 makes it 45. Year 50. And here also 50. So now let's come to a P&L appropriation account. Again, P&L appropriation is made for the year ending 31st March of whichever year is asked, so 23. Debit and credit. Here again the same 4 columns. So for sake of simplicity, I'm not writing it. I'll just continue. So the first item which I'm going to bring down in this account is going to be my profit. So I'm going to write it on the credit side by P and L account. In brackets, I can write net profit. So how much did I bring from there? 45,000. Okay. Now, we have been told that interest on capital is agreed at 12% per annum. So interest on capital, we write it on the debit side. So to interest on capital, partners' names are X and Y. So X, Y, interest at the rate of 12% on 1 lakh. Okay, so on 1 lakh, you have to calculate at the rate of 12%. So 12 upon 100, that makes it 12,000. And for Y, 80,000 into 12 upon 100, that is 9,600. Correct? $9,600. So my total over here is going to be 12 and 9 makes it 21. So 21,600. Now what else is being given? Y is allowed an annual salary of 6,000. So everything is the same like the last question now. So to salary of Y 6,000. Profit for the year is done. Okay, everything else is done. Now let's just close this account because we don't have anything more. So total is 45,000. And 45 again. Balancing figure will be a profit. So to profit transferred to partners' names are X's capital account and Y's capital account. So how much is going to come? We know the total is 45,000 minus 21,600 minus 6,000, 17,400. And what is the ratio of the two? That we have to divide it in 2:1. So 17,400 comes out to be our divisible profit. You can write it in red over here. And this we have to divide between the two in the ratio 2:1. So let's do the maths. 17,400 into 2 divided by 3, 11,600. So 11,600 will go to A. And B. 17,400 into 1 divided by 3 is 5,800 for the other. So 11,600 and 5,800. This is the amount which will be given to each of them. Now it also asked us for a partner's capital account. So in the same way, we'll just make this quickly. Partner's capital account. Here I said in the last question too, we'll make a date column. So I'm not writing the headings. We'll just put the dates and we will continue. So the first date will be 1st of April and the year is 22. So we start off with a business, I suppose. Okay, this is the opening balance. It's not given that we are starting business. So I'm going to call this by balance brought down. It is given as 1,80,000. So I'm writing it 1,80,000. You put the headings. This partner is X, this partner is Y when you make the headings for this account. After that, what happens? We give them interest. That's what we saw. So 31st March 22 by interest on capital. And how much did we give them? 12,000 and 9,600. So I'm going to write the same thing here. After that, we gave a salary to Y of 6,000. So again, 31st March by salary, I gave a salary of 6,000 to Y. And 31st March 22 by P&L appropriation. We gave the profits. Profits were 11,600 and 5,800. Nothing more. So let's calculate a balancing figure of this. So what's our total? Definitely the total on the credit side is more. So that is 1 lakh plus 12 and 11 makes it 23. So 23,600. So 1 lakh 23,600 is my total. And for the side, 80,000 plus 9,600 plus 6,000 plus 12,800, 0,400. So let's write the 2 on the side as well. 0,400 and 123,600. So 31st March 23. This is going to be my closing balance. So by balance carried down in brackets balancing figure. And since nothing is there, so I'm going to write the same amount, 123,600 for A for X and 101,400 for Y. These should be my answers. Yes, these are correct. And 17,400 is said to be my divisible profit, which is also the same. So that is correct. Let's do another question. Let's come on the last question, question number 8 of this topic. It says, I'll show the question on screen. A and B are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio 2:3 with capitals of 4 lakh and 8 lakh respectively on 1st April 2022. All right. Okay. Each partner is entitled to 10% per annum interest on his capital. B is entitled to a commission of 10% on the net profit remaining after deducting interest on capital but before charging any commission. He is entitled to a commission of 8% of the net profit remaining after deducting interest on capital and after charging all commissions. The profit for the year ended 31st March 2023 prior to the calculation of interest on capital was 6 lakh. Prepare P&L appropriation account. So again, this is a little different question. All right, so we start off with making a P&L appropriation account because we have been asked to make that. Solution 8 P&L appropriation. All right, this is for the year ending 31st March 2023. Profit, the last line says, prior to calculation of interest on capital was 6 lakh. So when we have this line mentioned, we write this on the credit side. So by P&L account, and we're going to write 6 lakh here. Okay. So what is being said in this? It's being said that there are two partners, both are entitled to commission. Partners are getting commission. This is not manager's commission. Manager's commission was like in the previous question done in the profit and loss account. But this question is saying partners are getting commission, so that will be given in the P&L appropriation account. So 6 lakh is the profit which we are getting from the, we write it down. Now, interest on capital is the next item. So how much is the interest on capital? Each partner is entitled to 10% interest on capital. So 2 interest on capital. Partners' names are A and B. So A is going to get on 4 lakh 10%. Let's do this simply. So A is going to get on 4 lakh 10%. That means 40,000, and B is going to get on 8 lakh 10%. It's going to get, that means 80,000. So this makes a total of 1 lakh 20,000 in the outer column. After this, it's saying B is entitled to a commission of 10% of the net profit remaining after deducting interest on capital, but before charging any commission. So profit after deducting interest on capital, but before charging such commission. So B is going to get a commission here. So let's write that to B's commission. So what is this profit after charging interest on capital? That's what we have to calculate. So that's going to be 6 lakh minus 1,20,000, 4,80,000. B's commission is going to be calculated on 4,80,000 into, and its commission rate of interest is 10%. So 10 upon, because it is before. So 4,80,000 into 10 upon 100 should be his commission. So that makes it 10% on 4,80,000, which is 48,000. Now A is another person who's to get commission. So A is entitled to a commission of 8% of the net profit remaining after deducting interest on capital and after charging all commissions. All right, so A's commission is going to be calculated on, and we are also going to subtract this 48,000 because it's saying after removing all the commissions on that profit you're going to calculate. So 6 lakh minus 1,20,000 is already 4,80,000, which is on screen. From this, you're also going to minus 48,000, 4,32,000. So A's commission is on 4,32,000. Sorry, into 10. Is it 10? No, it is 8%. So 8%. 8 upon 108, because this is after charging such commission. So 4,32,000 into 8 divided by 108 makes it 32,000. So A's commission is 32,000. So that's it. The main maths is done of this question. Profit for the year ended that we have already seen. So now we'll have to just take out a balancing figure and divide this profit among the partners. So what is the balancing figure? You can see on screen it is on the credit side 6 lakh. So we'll write this amount here, 6 lakh. Now 6 lakh minus all these amounts. 6 lakh minus 120 we already did, it was 4,80,000 minus 48,000 minus 32,000. It's 4 lakh. Now what is the ratio that we have to divide it in? The ratio is 2:3. Okay. So 4 lakh now we have to divide in 2:3. Since it is found on the debit side, this balancing figure, so it will be again be a profit. So to profit transferred to A's capital account and B's capital account. Now how do we calculate this figure? We know that balancing figure is 4 lakhs, so I'm going to write the balancing figure over here. This is also known as my divisible profit. And I'm going to divide this in the ratio of 2:3. So 4 lakh into 2 divided by 5 is 1,60,000, and the other is going to be 2,40,000. 1,60,000 and 2,40,000 will be my balancing figures. So I'll use a different color, 1,60,000 and 2,40,000. This is my profit which is going to be transferred. So let's look at our answer. Yes, the share of profit is 1,60,000 and 2,40,000 for the two of them. So So that's our answer. Divisible profit. It's not mentioned. Okay. Anyway, we have commission to B given as 48,000 and to A is 32,000. So B is 48 and A is 32. So this is also correct. So this is what we'll do today. We'll stop now. We'll continue in our next class. Thank you.